Hello loves, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a communication spell, and this specific spell is going to go under the Dollar Tree videos because everything I got is from the Dollar Tree except for some optional items that you can kind of swap out with other things. But I wanted to show you guys how I'm doing the spell so that you guys can, if you wanted to do it for yourselves, you guys can do it as well. But before we get started, I just want to remind you guys that the workshop for this month, for the month of August, is up. We're going to be doing an ancestral cord cutting ritual, which is going to be really amazing. Ritual kits are also available if you don't want to get your hands on, if you don't want to have to get your hands on the items yourself. And I'm really excited about it because I'm coming out with a new oil, and it's going to be coming out through this specific ritual kit as well. So you guys will be the first to try it out as well. You guys can let me know how you guys like it. But the tickets for the Healing the Ancestors cord cutting ritual is going to be linked down below. So definitely make sure that you grab your tickets. That being said, we're gonna get started. I already went ahead and smoke cleansed my candle, but you guys know I like to double cleanse my candles, so I'm gonna take agua de violeta, so this is violet water, and I'm going to go ahead and just give this a nice spray. This is optional because you can't get this at the Dollar Tree. You can get this at the Botanica, but not the Dollar Tree. But I like to specifically add the elements, specifically violet, just to sweeten things up, because this is going to be a communication spell to clear up any issues within communication. You can do the spell to, like, let's say you need to do a speech, you need to do, you are trying to put more power in your voice or have more domination with your voice, or maybe let's say you want to stop talking so much shit, or you want to not, be so negative on yourself, or not be for your communication to be very empowering, or for let's say you want a promotion and you want people to take you seriously or listen to you when you're speaking. This would be like that spell that you would do. So I'm gonna use agua de violetas because this is really nice to kind of start already to sweeten things to go your way as well. So I'm gonna let that air dry. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this away over here. And then I'm going to just give it a nice little rub. I always like to get it on just right here as well, just to give it, that essence. You can also go over the top with it, but I'm just gonna let it air dry. It's not gonna take too long because fragrances air dry really, really fast. What's left over you can rub over your hands, and you can just kind of begin to focus on the intention that you want, and kind of just relaxing your mind to the work that you're about to do. Now we're gonna add the oils and stuff after. I'm gonna let this air dry, but as it air dries, I'm going to be showing you guys how I am going to be doing my sigil for here. Now I know you guys asked me to do a sigil video. That's coming. This I got at the Dollar Tree in the craft section. It's just so you can carve out. So I'm gonna be using that today, but I already did a sigil for the intention that I want. Feel free, you don't have to use a sigil at all, because this sigil specifically to the work that I'm doing. If you want to do a communication spell, and you want to specifically put it to your situation, you're going to want to make your own sigil. I'll be making a video on how to do sigils as well, because there's different ways to do them as well. So stay tuned for that, but this is the one that I'm going to be using today, and I'm just going to be carving it out on all of the sides, and you can also customize it and add different things to it as well. But yeah, there's a reason why I'm doing it this way, and this specific sigil is only going to work for me, so just keep that in mind, because this intention is specific to something that I want to do, so you want to make sure your sigil is unique to what you want to do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and carve it out, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what it looks like once it is carved in. So I'm gonna go ahead and move my iPad away so we can continue on with the spell. So as you're carving it in, you wanna make sure that you're focused in on your intention, and that you are specifically thinking about what it is that you are trying to manifest in the situation itself how you want it to kind of go your way and shift your way. So yeah, now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and add my oil. So I'm gonna be using Manifest oil. This is optional though. You can use like olive oil if you have it. I'm just gonna be using Manifest oil because it's something that I'm trying to manifest. I'm literally almost done with this oil. I am literally adding it to this spell just specifically because it's great for manifestation, but also because I'm trying to get all of the herbs out, which is soaked with the oil itself. So I'm trying to basically use up the rest of the bottle. I like to use up every single thing in there. I'm also gonna be using power oil, which is gonna add strength and power to the spell that we're doing. And you want to get that nicely coated. So now that we have a nice coating in there, I am going to be working on my herbal blends that I'm doing. So we have cinnamon sugar. This is going to be to sweeten the situation and to remove obstacles for the situation itself, because cinnamon is great for road opening work, and sugar is just great for, you know, opening up and kind of getting one foot through the door. We have mint as well, which is great for like refreshing the energy. This is kind of like a little bit of a reset, and just kind of shaking things up and removing any obstacles that are standing in the way, especially using it if you like let's say you have financial obstacles or monetary obstacles. Spearmint is going to be the one. And then we're going to be using thyme as well, because thyme is great for strength and courage and to add a little bit of an extra oomph to the spell itself. We're also going to be adding garlic. All of these you can find at the Dollar Tree. Garlic is going to remove any negative energies, any stagnant thing that is just actively getting in the way of your own success through communication. It's going to also repel any type of like energy, vampire-ish kind of energy. So let's say, you know, you're at work and you're working on some projects and stuff like that, but somebody's taking credit for your work and you're just like frustrated about it and you want to have the credit more goes to your to you. That's kind of where it would kind of apply. There's different ways to work with garlic for different things, but I like to use it to remove anything that's just like taking away from the intention itself. Then we're going to be using ground ginger. Ginger is amazing for success. That's why we're using it. It's my favorite. I always add it to like literally everything for success because it's amazing for success, and you can basically just add it to any spell that you want to have success in. So that's why I always add it. So we're gonna give this a nice blend, and as I am blending this together, I am thinking about my intention. I'm thinking about what I want to come out of this spell, how I envision this spell manifesting, what I, you know, how the situation, whatever it is, how I wanted to play out. I'm just giving it a nice blend, a nice mix, and just praying over the herbs, activating the herbs together to work as a unit in order to bring what I want into fruition. Okay, so now that I have this nice and blended, I'm gonna go ahead and add it to my candle. And you can kind of move it around. You don't want it too close to the wick because the wick be something else sometimes. Get all that goodness out of there. Okay. So now that I have, anytime that there's anything left over at the top, I just kind of go around with it just to kind of get the energy moving as well. So now that I have that going, I'm just gonna hold it in my hands and give and call on my ancestors and spirits to assist me with the spell to help me bring this into fruition. And I'm gonna sit with it and then I'm gonna light it for a second. So I'm gonna come back after I sit with it. Okay, so now we're gonna turn the candle on. And as always, I'm going to just sit with it, sit with the flame, sit with my spirits and my ancestors and just connect and visualize and pray over it. You want to make sure you take your time with this and don't just like, you know, leave it burning and then just walk away. Actually take your time to connect with the intention and what you're doing and putting your heart in there. Because this is a communication candle, you can literally just talk to the flame out loud, talk to your ancestors, talk to your spirits as you are watching the flame. Ask if there's a great time to also practice, you know, divining through fire and doing that type of work, meditating through the flame, doing, you know, a lot of, it's more firework, but let me know if you guys want a video on how to do that. But there's a lot that you can do while you're in the space with the candle. So just make sure that you take your time and that you're, you know, take it easy on yourself and just focus on moving the intention to the candle itself. So yeah, I hope that that makes sense. I hope that this helped. I hope that, you know, this was clear. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. One of the things I always forget to add is like what I do after the candle. So I'm going to say that now. This jar I'm actually going to be reusing, so I'm just gonna wait till the candle, you know, burns all the way through, the wax burns all the way through, and I'm gonna be reusing this candle, specifically this one. My 7-day candles I put in the recycling bin always, because I don't want to disturb Mother Nature and I don't want to disrupt or cause harm to the environment. So I'll just recycle my 7-day, but this one I'm specifically going to be reusing because it's like a really kind of nice cup shape, and I can just, you know, do other candles in here. So that's what I'm personally going to be doing. But yeah, generally other, you know, like 7-day candles I just put in the recycling bin and remove the intention from the glass itself. I cleanse it and I just throw it in the recycling bin so the glass can be reused later. So yeah, I hope that that was clear. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're new here. Don't forget to check out the Patreon down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the spell, and I will see you loves in the next video. Bye.